Hello. Uh, in this video, we need to make some fix for this rig and also add some new features. Uh, I realized when I open this one here that this controller already it's not exactly on the same position of this one here. It's not aligned correctly, so we need to fix it. And also I realized it didn't take any freeze transformation, so this is wrong. This is something we need to fix. So first of all, I will select it, and I'm highlighting the Z X, and I will hold C to snap it here, or let's say align it to this one here. So I will hold C, middle mouse button, during putting my cursor here because I want to telling Maya that I want to move this guy here to be snapped to this curve. So I will hold. First of all, I need to make highlight to the ZX, holding C because this is a curve, middle mouse button and drag. After that, I need to be sure that it take the freeze transformation order. So for modify freeze transformation, and let's be sure that it will freeze the translate, rotate and scale, and hit freeze, and it will work fine now. Second, if we select this guy here, it will go without taking these controllers here, and that's because maybe my last step, when I break the parent and the child relationship between them, this has happened. So after breaking this, that's maybe caused because these now getting out of the controller group. The controller group now doesn't contain these, so we need to bring them back to a parent. So we can now make this upper or main body controller to be the parent of these. So if we selected them now, shift this guy here and hit parent, we will start to see that they are disappeared from here and be children inside the controllers group. When we select it now, and if we started to do this action, we can do it correctly. And even if we select this global control, we can move it without any problem, because before these were out here. So when we start to select this guy also, we moved it and we left the knee controls behind the dinosaur. So this is the first fix we need to do, and we have to, if we wanted to make some FK movement. So we already set up the IK move. We can do it without any problem here. But what if we wanted to start to play with the FK control itself? Right now we can't, because if we started to hide this guy here, and if we selected the IK itself, as you can see now, we can play with the IK during this, for sure we can do that. And because inside the IK now we have something called IK blend. Inside this value now is 1. So 1 means IK is active, and because IK is active, we can't play with the joint itself. We can't make any FK movement even if we tried. but we can do that if we made the ik blend this value to be 0. So 0 made the ik to be useless, and it will not take control, and it left the control now to the joint, which is that will be for sure the fk uh, action if we want. So let's organize this and let's make some switch to switch between the ik and fk if we wanted to. So to do that, in order to do that, we can create a circle here, and this circle we want it to be, we want to snap it here, to be something maybe like this, or even let's make it something like this. Maybe you can make it, yes, we can make it like this, or even we can change the shape of it if we wanted to. So let's see, is it will be easy to select. I think we can select it from here or even from here. Let's make it a little bit bigger and freeze the transformation and copy it. But I will copy it before the freeze because I want this value to be active for now. And let's snap it here and make it 0. Bring this guy back, make it a little bit smaller. Then let's duplicate it and drag it here. And for sure now we need to actually we will break if we select this here. As you can see, I made these to be controlled with this one. So for now I want to break it, because now we will replace the IK controller, which this guy was controlling also the rest. I wanted to make it easier, but it doesn't matter now. We need to break it. So I will select it and I will go to delete by type, history, not history, constraint, then freeze transformation. Okay, we can't freeze it now, but we can make this one to control which rigging, constraint, orient. But before that I want to freeze the transformation here. So this one, and go to constraint, orient, and let's go to orient and be sure it's maintain offset and hit add. So we will avoid any shifting here. So now we can do this. Let's continue, and I here freeze transformation. This one will be orient, this one, freeze transformation, constraint, parent. But can we make anything now? No, we can't. We need to disable the IK blend in order to start using the FK here. Also, this one will be a child for this one, and this one will be a child for this one here. So hit P, then let's test what we have here. Can do this, can do that, and also can do this. Great. Now we want to make a switcher between the IK and the FK. And this switcher can be anything. This switcher can be in this guy here, can be, actually I saw many rigs, and it depends on the rigger itself. But let's say that we want to create our custom controller here to be the switcher. So we can now go to the maybe front view, and create EP curve tool, and let's be sure that it's in linear, because in the default it's 3 cubic, and 3 cubic will make, as we mentioned before, will make this. So we need to make it, be sure it's a linear. So now let's start to draw something interesting here. So maybe holding X to here, to here, to here, maybe to here, to here, and here. Enter. And maybe this guy need to be, let's fix it to something like this. Yeah, I think it's fine now. And also maybe let's make it all right. I think it's nice. Okay, all right, center pivot, and I want to hold D and X to make the pivot here. Control D, hold J, and make it here. Or maybe I believe this pivot should be maybe here, and Control D. Let's test it. So okay, here is the deal. I can now, let's make one more. Okay, doesn't matter. We can now hold D and C and make the pivot here, then holding just C and snap this guy here, then Control D again, make it like this, hold D and C, and let's hold C to make it here. Let's make another duplicate, make it like this, and snap this guy here. So now we have this cross shape, and we need to connect them together. So this guy, shift this guy under modeling curves, and go to the attach. Under the option box, we need to be sure it's we disable the keep original, because we don't know, we don't want to make two versions, one with the connection and one with the another connection. So we need to remove the keep original. We just want to the current shape to work on, with not making a duplicate version with the attach and keeping the original separate part. No, we don't want that. So we need to disable the keep original order and be sure it's connect, not blend, because blend will make a blending area here between the two curves. So we just want to, hey Maya, just connect it as it is, attach. Shift this guy, hold, click G in your keyboard to repeat the last order and another G, and here, boom, we have now a problem. We have a problem here. What is this problem and how we can fix it? Okay, let's, when we, if we now select this curve and compare it with this curve, Maya will not attach two curves correctly if the if the beginning of the curve is connecting with the beginning of the other curve, or the end of the curve with the end of the other curve. It should be end with beginning or beginning with end. So how can I know where is the end and the beginning of this curve? For example, we need to jump to the control vertex, the beginning point with this shape, square shape, the end point with shape of the of point. So what about this guy? So as you can see now, this is a point, and so this is the end, and this is the beginning. So beginning with a beginning, this is will not work. It should be beginning with end. So we can now switch whatever we need, whatever. So I will pick this one and go under curve, not surface, because you can see something called the reverse direction, but inside the curve reverse direction too. But this will work for the curves, reverse direction. Now if we checked, so here is the end with the beginning, so will work just fine. We need to select both of them, go to curve and hit attach directly. We don't need to open the option box, it's already set. Attach and boom, it's fine. Now we need to center pivot and delete history. It's important to delete history. You can't move this guy, you need to delete the history in order to move it. So here is the original one and we can copy one of them. If you want to make it a little bit curvy, so you can now inside the form under nonlinear we have something called bend, and this bend guy here is we can make it curvature like this, and but we want the curvature to go in this way, not this way. So we need to rotate the bend itself 90 degree. So we can now make it something like this. So I will make it maybe with 30. Then I want to get rid of this, or maybe 40. Yeah, something like this. So I need to select the original shape here and delete the history to get rid of the bend, because I can't delete it. If I delete it, so I will remove the effect itself. So I will select it and delete history. And now I want to bring another one here under the form nonlinear bend and make it like this. And let's test. Okay, also we want it to be like this and make it 40, and now select this guy here and delete the history. So now we made this one here. I can now snap it here, maybe, or maybe here, I don't know. You can adjust it whatever you want. I will make it here and make it here. And I can now freeze transformation, center pivot and freeze transformation. Under modify, I will add attribute with this name, IK FK switcher, making the minimum to be 0 and making the maximum to be 1, and OK. And actually, we need this guy to live forever here. So I don't need the translation, rotate, scale, visibility, whatever. I don't want any of them. So right click, look and hide selected. So I just keep the IKFK guy here. And this one, it need to start to manipulate the visibility of the FK and also the visibility of the IK and also the IK blend attribute here. So I will make it one again and go to animation menu sets, key, set driven key set. Make this guy to be the driver, and let's start with the FK. So I will select the three of these driven. Okay, and we need to make some names here. So this will be left shoulder controller, Control C. This one will be left elbow, wrist. Select the three of them again, driven. Then we need the IK to controlling the visibility. Now if I click key, that means when it's 0. So that means we need the IK to take control. When IK taking control, we shouldn't see the FKs. So yeah, when it's 0, that means we don't see the visibility. So the visibility now need to be 0. Then hit key. Then when it's FK, when it's 1, so that means FK taking control. So that means these guys here need to be visible. Then hit key. So when we select this guy here and start to see that, we will start to see the visibility here. Also, that means we need to load these here to be driven. And as you can see, we don't see the visibility here. It didn't came for us. Also this one here, no, we have this one here, but we don't see here. We have the visibility, but for this guy we hide it. So I need to select it now, bring them back from Windows, General Editors and Channel Control. Inside Channel Control, let's go down to the visibility and move it here, close it, make the visibility to be unlocked. So now when I select both of them again, load driven, I can now controlling the visibility of them. So the visibility now need to be set. When it's 0, which IK taking control, they have to be visible. So yeah, on, yeah, correct, key. and this will be in 1, so these guys should be invisible, so it will be invisible now, and hit key. When we test it now, so now we are in the FK mode or IK mode, FK mode or IK mode. Also, we need this to controlling in both modes the IK blend. So load driven now, go to IK blend, and let's see what we want to do. So when it's 0, that means it's IK. IK now will take in control, so that means IK blend should be 1 as it is now, so key. Why I have error? Because now I accidentally deselected the attribute. This guy doesn't know which attribute he should derive. So click here and hit key again. Then when it's FK, which is 1, that means the IK now should be 0, and hit key. So now when we start to test it, now this is the FK, that means they should take in control and make this. And if we want to make it 0, which is IK, it should start to take in control. Now we can do the exact same to the wrist, to the other hand. So we need to make this one to be as 1. Select all of them, or select this one here. Shift select this one here and put them temporary on a group. This group will be duplicate. After that, we need to make the group to be in the other side, so we will minus the value here, but actually we don't need these groups anymore. We just make it a group to make the mirror to be easy. So now we can edit, ungroup both of these. And let's rename this to be right. Also, oh, this one here, go far away. So let's go, let's select, let's bring back again the move. Where is the move? Move. The translation. Here they are. Unlock them, and let's make it to be exactly like this guy here. So hold C middle mouse button to be in the same position, freeze the transformation. If we hit freeze now, we will get error because the rotation is still locked and the scale is still locked. So actually we didn't play with any of rotation or scale. We just want to freeze the translation. We can do that under the option box of the freeze itself. and disable the rotate scale and rotate, and just keep the translate and hit freeze. Now we can unlock and hide this again. Right, then now we can make this guy to be 0 and go to set driven key set and make the exact same what we did here. So this one will be the driver, sorry. And for these, for now, let's start with them as before. Select both all of these and load driven and hit visibility. When it's IK, the IK will take control. That means these guys should be invisible now. So that means 0 and key. And when the FK start to take in control, that means the visibility will be on and key. Also, we need to do the same with these. So load driven. Okay, we will do the exact same what we did before, going here, and channel control, and make the visibility to be with us here. So again, select this guy, and load driven. We have the visibility locked, so unlock. Driven. Okay, visibility, yes, thank you. So now, when it's IK, that means the IK should the visibility to be on, so that's correct. Key. When it's FK, that means these guys should be off. Key. So we need now to select the IK itself, make it in the driven, blend IK. So this, when it's IK, the IK blend should be 1, so yeah, that's correct. Key. And when it's FK, that means the IK blend should be 0 and the hit key. So let's test it. Great. Okay, this will not work. Do you know what? This will not work because we didn't we just need one more step, that we need this guy to constrain orient with this one, and this one to be constrained with this one, hit G, and this one with this one, hit G. So now this will work. And also, okay, thank you. All of these, okay, and let's rename it to IK FK switch left and right. And what is this? All right, okay. And all of these, they should be a child to this one. So this is will be like this, and this should be always with us, and also will be with us like this. And this one we can okay, maybe I need to I noticed that maybe you didn't like to move the head from using this, but actually this is depend, this is something you can adjust. So if we wanted to, let's disable this, and let's select all of the CVs of this. We can make it whatever we want. So to show you that what I mean, I will make it like this here, make it here, and we can make it with any shape we want. So if we want the shape to be something like this, we can, or even if we want to add extra CVs, because we don't have any CVs here, we don't have any EPs, we don't have enough. So we can select it and go to curves and go to rebuild and reset this rebuild curve. Let's see what we already have. We already have 8 spans for this, so maybe we want to increase them to be whatever, maybe 12 maybe, or 16 maybe. Okay, rebuild, and we can make something like a star or something, or so this is will be the head or the neck, or as you can see, we can do that. We can make this if we want to reshape it, we can do whatever we need. Actually, you can select this guy here and make it smaller, and maybe make it a little bit here, and it will just work fine without any problem. uh, so keep in mind this, you can adjust whatever you want, because you already knew how you can manipulate what you want. You have the keys to do whatever you want. Now we can make whatever we want, really. So now if we want to do the same to the leg, so we can also do that to the leg. If we want to, let's select all of these, Control D, all right. We are selecting them now, so I want to bring them back, uh, uh, make them out of the uh, hierarchy here. So unparent them, and also during this selection I will go to the uh, channel control. We visited this guy many times. Translate. Oh, okay. I always miss that translate, even when I work. Okay, here they are. And unlock them, then move tool. Here we are. Okay, come here. So I will select this one and I will disable this, and I want to hold V here, and selecting this one, hold V, select this one, make it close and hold V. Freeze transformation, but in this time the freeze we go modify freeze transformation for all of them and freeze, and let's rename them. This one will be shoulder, not shoulder. This one I believe we can name it knee, but it's not knee for sure, but whatever. And not, this will not knee, this we can name it hip. And this one will be knee, and this one will be actually I don't know what I should name, but if we deal with it as it is like the human, so this one will be heel. So now this one should be a child for this one should be child for this one, and also this one should controlling this guy here under the constraint, under rigging constraint orient, this one for this one orient, and this one for this one will be orient 2. Let's disable the IK here. Let's see what we have. And I believe we need another one here. So this one will be heel 2, and this one will be heel 1. Freeze. And this one will be controlling this guy here, and let's parent. This should be a child for this one, P, and this one should be parent for this one, P. Let's see the hierarchy here. We have this one under this one, under this one, this one under this one. So yeah, that's what I want. This one will be IK hand. This one will be our left leg. Then we need to do all what we did before. So let's start it. Freeze. Freeze. Just that one select. All right. IK with the visibility. So when it's 0, that means IK should work. So these will be with the visibility of off, key, visibility, IK, key. Then when it's 0, when it's 1, that means this guy should be visible, key. Now for this and this, load driven, exactly as before. We need the visibility. Okay. And we need to unlock it. Visibility. Okay. When it's 1, so this is the FK, so that means this guy will be invisible. Key, visibility, key. Then when it's IK, they should be visible, key. Let's test it. Okay, great. Okay. Now we need to selecting the IK to be driven here, IK blend. So when it's IK, that will should be active. When it's IK disable, this should be 0, so it's key. So when it's 0, that means that will be 1, key. Let's test it. Now we are in the IK mode. Now we are in the FK mode. All right, thank you. So I need to select these guys here. Then this one. Control D, and the duplicated, I will put them inside a group, and this group will be here. Then we need to ungroup this, and we are facing the same problem. So hold C to be in this position. Freeze the transformation. All of them are freezed already. And this one will control this one. Constrain, orient. This one with this one, orient. This one with this one, orient. And this one with this one, orient. Orient. Okay, and also we need to make this. Let's select this one here, make it IK, and we have to be sure that we broke the old rotation constraint of this one here. So constraint, delete by type constraint, switch to the FK. This is now doesn't controlling this, but now constraint orient, it will do this. So here the same problem now, that we need now to disable, deleting the old constraint, and make this to take the control from this one, the old one I did in the last video. So constraint orient, this one is what we need. Constraint orient, and we need for sure to select the IK if we want to test it right. We want to make it 0. So now the test will work fine without any problem here or here or here. Now we want to make the driver and the driving work. Set. This one will be the right. This is the driver. These are the driven IK with the visibility. When it's FK, which is now, it should be visible. Okay, key. But when it's IK, they should be off key. And for these guys, they will be driven. Oh damn, again we need to go to Windows General Editor, channel control, visibility, move it here, unlock it, select both of them again, and visibility. When it's now IK so they should be visible like now. Okay, key, and when it's FK they should be hidden and hit key. Now for the IK system, this is will be driven IK blend. So when it's IK, it should be key. I don't. Let's be sure it's 0. So it's 1. Should be 1 key. IK blend key. And when it's FK, this is, should be 0 to let the FK taking control. Let's test it. Let's test it. One more thing we can do that we need if we want to make some color, we can also disable these. Look on the hide. Actually now we don't want the rotation here, so look on the hide. And for all of these we don't want the rotation and scale. Look on the hide. Also we can now adding some for these we don't need the translation. Look on the hide also. We want these also to be a child for this guy. Okay, also we can give them some color. So for the IK switcher we can go to display under display here. No. Drawing override enable, and maybe make them with this color. And also we can make these to be yellow, and these to be red. This is could be something different. This could be something, maybe if we want. Anyway, you can adjust it whatever you want. So I hope this be useful for you, and you can use them in many cool things in the future. Let's make a final test here. All right, okay. Thank you, and see you again. Bye bye.